Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, and I told you guys that I would kind of explain like what's been going on. But first, I just want to thank you guys for your patience, and for your love and support. Like, even though I've been gone, I've still been looking at like the comments and things like that and stuff you guys have been saying. And I love you guys so much, and I thank God for you guys all the time. But yeah, it's been a month, and I guess this video will be kind of a Q&A slash life update. Also, I'm doing like the soft spoken, so let me know if you guys prefer this over whispering, or if you want to see more like soft spoken type things. But this video is honestly, it's going to be very chill. I'm literally in my bed. I have my squishmallows here and my iPad with all of y'all's questions. I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. But anyways, the life update. Well, it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, and then it was my birthday, and then I had to go back to school. And after coming back to school, like new semester, new classes, my course load is a lot heavier, and y'all, I just been a little stressed. Well, I guess not stressed, maybe a bit overwhelmed. Um, but nothing to worry about. Just finding a new routine, a new groove, and getting comfortable with that increased course load and having to do more work, taking more classes, and having to find more time to study, also spend time with God, and to have self-care and see friends and work. Like, everything is just like a big balancing act right now, and I've been trying to figure out when the best time is to film videos. And if I'm being honest, my motivation to film a video was very low. So it's like, I don't want to give you guys crappy content. I want to give you guys meaningful content and put like my full effort into it. And so I didn't want to just film a video just to film a video. Like, I actually wanted to be in the right headspace, because you guys can sense that. And I'm still a small channel, and my channel is still growing. And so I want everything to be genuine, like as if we are all like a small little intimate family, because I feel like that's what the ASMR community is. Like, we all are family, and we all kind of know what's going on. So yeah, that's my life update. Just trying to balance everything, but life has been good. Like I said, I had my birthday, y'all, and that was good. I'll there's a question that asks me how old I am, and I'll go into like more detail about that. But like, it was just a small affair. Me and my family went to go see Mufasa, and then we had dinner, and that's literally all I wanted to do. Like, I didn't have any desire to do anything else but to spend time with my family. And then me and my two best friends, we went to a paint night, and so that was fun as well. But yeah, that was it. I went to see Mufasa, which is a good movie, guys. Y'all should definitely watch it. And I painted with my besties, and it was great, and I loved it. And then when I came home, I cuddled with my cat, and that was the best. That was awesome. But anyways, that's the life update, guys. Y'all have a bunch of questions. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. Also, I live in a dorm, so if you guys hear anything crazy, I apologize. But y'all have a lot of questions for me, and so I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can. I want this video to be nice and cozy, so like, if you have some tea or some coffee or any other type of drink you like, hot chocolate, because I still be drinking hot chocolate even though it's not the holiday season. yeah, like just chill, relax, sit back. It's gonna be a lengthy video, and just getting to know me. I would have brought my water bottle. I'll probably go get it in the middle of my video because I have a feeling my mouth is gonna get dry. But grab some water, grab some food, eat. I would love to do a mukbang video one day because I love watching those. But anyways, let's get into the questions. I divided them up into 5 different categories. One is ASMR questions, personal questions, random questions, favorite questions, as in like, what's your favorite this, what's your favorite that, and then questions about religion. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to kind of hop and skip around and do like 2 questions and well, that doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to skip around. But I have an order to this, guys, so I don't get lost. But I think I'm going to answer 2 questions per category and then move on to the next category and then answer 2 and then move on to next. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry if it doesn't. But yeah, let's just jump into this. I'm going to start off with ASMR questions. So, what was my first ASMR experience? I've been listening to ASMR for about 9 or 10 years now, I think. I think I was like 11, like 9 years. And it was sass ASMR, guys. It was sass ASMR. I was in middle school and my best friend at the time introduced me. She was the one who introduced me to ASMR, and it was sass ASMR. I don't listen to her anymore, but she was the one who kind of got me into the ASMR community, like watching her eating videos, like back when she was just like showing her lips and that was it. Like she didn't even show her full face. Like that, she was who I was watching. So I remember watching that with my friend and being like, whoa, like I'm getting like tingly. And she's like, yeah, like you get tingles and like it helps me sleep and this, that, and the other. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. And like I just went down a rabbit hole of ASMR and was just watching as many ASMR videos as I could. Every time Sass uploaded a video, I was watching it. So yeah, that was my first ASMR experience and the first ASMR artist that I ever listened to. How often do you watch ASMR? Very often, honestly. I probably watch it most days out of the week. If I give you a specific number, maybe like 4 or 5 days out of the week. It always has helped me sleep. And I love falling asleep listening to ASMR. So I would say most days out of the week. If I had to give a number, 4 or 5 days. Okay, personal questions. How old are you? Guys, I'm 20 now. It was kind of crazy because I was freaking out. I was like, wow, like I'm not a teenager anymore. That's crazy. But yeah, I am 20 and somebody asked, what's my sign? I'm a Capricorn, so I was born in January. And so yeah, I don't really know what that means. I know my mom says that I'm hard-headed. I had like a astrology phase back in 2020. I think everybody did. But I'm over that now. I don't really keep up with that type of thing or associate people with their signs anymore. Just because I'd rather get to know the person rather than judge them based off of their sign, which is, I noticed that's what I was doing. And I don't agree with that anymore. So, but yeah, my sign is Capricorn. A random question is, are hot dogs a sandwich? No. I'm just going to end that there. And then, what's something you've always wanted to talk about but never get the chance to? I guess for me, I want to know about people's like dreams and like interpret them. That's always been really interesting to me because just the concept of dreaming is interesting and is unique to everyone. Like some people don't dream, like they never dream at all. And some people dream a lot. And then some people get sleep paralysis, like me sometimes. Like sometimes I get sleep paralysis. And then some people lucid dream and they're able to control what they're doing while they're dreaming. And I think that is so interesting. And like, I want to talk about that more. But that is a topic that doesn't really get brought up much unless, somebody says, oh yeah, like I had a dream about you, or I had the craziest dream. But like, that's like a rare thing. Like, you don't go up to somebody and it's just like, what was your dream? Type thing. So that would be what I'd want to know, or something that I want to talk about more. I hope that answers the question. Favorite book. If I'm being honest, guys, I'm not the biggest reader ever. I just recently started trying to get into books because if I'm being honest, I had a very like bad misconception about reading. Like I always told people that like I hated reading books and that it's boring and that like that's not something that I want to do. But in reality, I think I was just struggling to find books that I enjoy reading. And I'm still in the process of figuring that out. I always thought that, romance, I always threw out romance because, I'm a girl or whatever. But I actually don't really like reading too much romance anymore. I want to read more about like dystopian type worlds. And I found out that that's the type, like sci-fi, dystopian type genres are the books that I gravitate towards more and have a hard time putting down. The books that, talk about real life, like, no, I don't want to talk about real life. I live real life. I read to escape life. So reading about, sci-fi and like futuristic type things. Favorite book specifically, my high school teacher actually recommended this book to me a few years ago now. It's called Nyxia. It's by Scott Reintgen. I don't know. I'll put it in the comments. But the title is called Nyxia, and like as soon as you look it up, like it'll be the first book that's up there. There's not another book that's called that. But it's really interesting because the main character is black, and it takes place in in the future, of course, and there are a bunch of kids going on a trip to space to make money and to mine this very valuable substance called Nyxia, and it goes along the main character's, journey and the things that he experiences and the secrets that he uncovers about the organization that's taking them into space. And it's actually a trilogy, so there's 3 books in the series. I've read all of them, and I've read the first book 3 times, but I've only read the second and the third once. They're all good, but obviously I like the first one the best because I've read it several times. Favorite season? I love the fall, guys. The fall is my favorite season ever, ever, ever. Why? I just love it when the sky is clear, the sun is out, there's that nice chill in the air, the leaves are turning colors in that fall fashion, y'all. Ooh. I love a good sweater and jean combo. I get to wear my Uggs and like that nice like mid 50 low 60-degree weather is like prime time. I love it. I'm gonna save the God stuff for a different video because somebody asked like what my testimony is. And if you guys want me to like make a video like specifically about God and like how I read the Bible or things like that, I can do that because I feel like my testimony, like that just needs to be a separate video. Like I can't just sprinkle in my testimony, you know, into this Q&A. But I do have a testimony, and I think somebody's testimony is ever going. So like I'm still learning, I'm still being trained, I'm still discovering more and more things about me, in my past. And God has really just been, he gave me a revelation just the other day, and that's something that I, again, like never knew or never thought about or never wanted to accept. So like it's just, your testimony is just, it's ongoing. So I do want to do a separate video, but I do believe in God, or a higher power, and that higher power that I do believe in is God. And I identify as a disciple of Christ. So there is that. Going back to ASMR, what ASMR style do you like the most? I will say I do gravitate towards lo-fi videos. I love videos with the Apple headphones. I love videos with just the iPhone camera. Yeah, those are the styles of videos that I like or gravitate towards the most. But I also do, excuse me, I also do like videos with like the Blue Yeti mic. Like when I like mic triggers, that's the mic that I want to hear, like with the brushing and like the mic covers, like the mic cover pumping. Like I love that. And that kind of goes into what my favorite triggers are and why. I've been really liking lately mic triggers. Anything that has to do with the mic, like the bug plucking or bug picking. I like that. The mic cover sounds, like mic scratching, all of that. I've been really into that lately. That's been giving me tingles. And that's another question that I can answer is, do I get tingles or sleepy when I watch ASMR? Sorry. The answer is yes. I do get tingles, and I definitely get sleepy. If I don't get tingles, then I definitely get sleepy. Okay. Where am I from? I am from Virginia. And yeah, it's kind of like a interesting state because it's kind of south, so it's kind of southern. We got the coast, we're on the east, but we also got mountains and stuff. So we kind of got a mix of everything in here. But I like it. I don't see myself really leaving Virginia unless I move to Tennessee. And I lived in Tennessee for like 3 years when I was younger. And I really liked it there. And I still like it there because my Nana lives there. So when we go visit her, like I love going back to my old neighborhoods and just going downtown Nashville. It's amazing. But am I in school? Yes, I am in school. I'm a sophomore at college. A silly hot take. Honestly, guys, the first thing that I thought of was, you guys know Costco or Sam's Club? Yeah, none of that. I prefer BJ's. And not the dirty kind, guys, I promise. BJ's store. I prefer that over Costco or Sam's Club. So yes, I guess that's a hot take. You tell me if it is or not. Somebody asked for my Spotify Wrapped, and I will show it to you, but let me find it first. Okay, I found it. First, I would like to mention that I actually don't have Spotify. I guess that's another hot take, guys. Apple Music over Spotify. Yeah. You guys can fight about it in the comments, but that's just my opinion. I've had Spotify. I don't mind Spotify, but I'm gonna use Apple Music. Like, I'm gonna use it, and plus, I don't pay for it. My dad does. So, yeah, Apple Music, because it's free. Free 99. But anyways, my 2024 replay, my top artists, I'll give you guys my top, I'll give you top 5. First is Drake. When I posted my 2024 replay, people got so angry at the fact that Drake was my top artist. But Drake was like everybody's top artist. Like, I don't care how badly y'all want to trash Drake. Everybody loves him. And it was obvious when literally everyone, when I was looking at everybody's replays on Spotify and Apple Music, Drake was up there. If he wasn't the top artist, he was at least top 5. So, yeah. But Drake, Lucky Day, Party Next Door, P&D, Raul Alejandro, and Caliuchis. Those are my top 5 artists. My top 5 songs are Life Been Lifin' by Destin Conrad, Guess by Lucky Day, PGT by Party Next Door, Candy Drip by Lucky Day, and Same Mistake by Destin Conrad and Alex Isley. So that is, I guess I'll show you guys my top albums too. Candy Drip by Lucky Day, Orquídeas by Caliuchis, Submissive 2 by Destin Conrad, For All the Dogs, Drake, and then P&D 4 by P&D. Top genres, R&B and soul, hip-hop, pop, urban Latino, and contemporary R&B. So yeah, I guess you guys can kind of see what my music taste is like based off of that. But let's move on. That was a lengthy question. Favorite time of day? I could answer this question in a bunch of different ways, but I'm gonna take it as like just the time of day where I feel the most connected to the earth. And that is honestly when the sun is setting. And that can be like at different times because depending on the season, but like that golden hour when the sun is setting, going outside and just when it's warm, not when it's cold, but like going outside to the park and just being there while the sun is setting is just amazing. I love that. Favorite type of weather? I feel like everybody likes a nice sunny day. Not too hot. Like I said, a good 60 to 70 degree day. Sunny outside is my favorite type of weather. Because I hate sweating. So like anything above 70 is gross. And then I don't like being cold. So anything below 20 degrees. Actually, no. Yeah, no, anything below 20 degrees. Like 20 degrees and up, like, you know, I put my coat on. I layer up because I feel like I become like a fashion girly when it's cold. So like when it's cold outside, I definitely dress better than when it's hot. But once it's below 20 degrees, it's like, okay, look now, I don't even want to go outside. Like, we hit the other week, not this past week, but the week before, we hit 13 degrees, y'all. It was cold. And I was waking up, going to the gym, walking in that. Yeah, no. No. Okay, next question. What triggers do I dislike and why? Spit painting. And you know why. Because why are we doing that? If you guys ask me to do it, I won't. I'm sorry. I can't do the spit painting. Anything with the saliva touching my... No, I can't. It aches me out. Another trigger that I don't like... hand movements. I don't... Or like lights. Like, the orbs where they like bang the orb thingies for your face. I don't like that. I don't see the appeal in that. Like, I guess any like visual trigger doesn't really do it for me. It needs to be audible. I need to be able to hear it. And I guess like hand triggers like this, like, yeah, I can see that. Sometimes it'll make me tingle depending on who's doing them. But anything to do with like the hands, like, and then the visuals, like that. Hi guys. Like, that's why you guys really don't see me like doing like this, because I don't understand what that does. But I mean, like, if it gives you tingles, then like, you know, I'm all for it. But for me, it's not something that I'll watch. Thoughts on mouth sounds. I like mouth sounds. As long as they're not like super wet. Like, I think finding a good balance between a wet and a dry mouth sound is good. But like, people like do like like anything with extra spit or saliva, like no. But like a simple, like, I'm cool with that. And like eating sounds, I like eating sounds because I love mukbangs. I love a good mukbang. Okay. What's school like for you? Busy, y'all. Busy. The next question is are you, or what are you studying? I'm a nursing major, guys. School is definitely hard. It's definitely, well, I don't like saying hard because I feel like hard is discouraging. But it's challenging. It definitely requires it's a big time commitment. It's a big sacrifice. But I love it. I love school. I've always loved school. I was never that kid that dreaded going to school in the morning. I never had a hard time in going to school. I love school. It's one of one of the biggest passions of my life is education. And I think it's so important. I love being able to, and now that I'm in college and I can actually choose what I'm studying, I love the concept of being able to do that. Like, actually taking classes that matter to me as a person and not having to take classes that matter to the government. Like, that is really important to me. Like, high school, my school was, or the school district that I had, you know, we had like academies. So different high schools had like different academies. And the one that I went to had a health science academy. So I was able to take classes that dealt with like medicine and anything in the medical field. I loved that. Medicine and education are two things that I'm very passionate about. And I've always loved going to school, because like I get to see my friends, I get to learn, and it's something that I'm good at. I've always been good at school. But that's just because I've always felt motivated. And I feel like if you're not motivated to go to school, then that's not something that you have to do. And not everybody likes school. And if you don't like school, then you don't have to be in school. And that's okay. But I personally, I do like school. I think there is value in it, especially in the direction that society is going in nowadays. Like it's good to know things that TikTok and Instagram may not be able to teach you. But yeah, but not everybody has to go to school, and I do think that there are very successful people out here who didn't go to school or were bad in school but are very successful. So it just depends on the person. But I know for me, in the path that I've always wanted to go down, and that is being a nurse, I have to go to school. And so it's a plus that I actually enjoy it. Next. What's the longest I've held my breath for? I don't know, guys. Sorry, this headphone keeps coming out. Guys, I don't know. Maybe a good 15 seconds? I don't know if that's good or bad. But like, I'm not a big water person. Like in the summer, I'll go to the beach and I'll tan and I'll read a good book, have my music playing, I'll play some soccer and volleyball. And I'll go in the water to like cool down. But like, do I swim? No. Do I do all that? No. That's just a personal preference. And so I don't like getting my hair wet. And I know, like, as a black girl, like, that's really important. Especially if, like, if I have braids. Like, I don't want to get my hair wet. Or if my hair is straight, which most likely it isn't during the summer. But if it is, like, if I got that fresh silk press, y'all, I'm not going in the water at all. Maybe waist and down, but that's it. Like, I'm not getting wet. So yeah, I think 15 seconds. Do I have any plants? Yes, I do. I do have plants. I have 4 plants. 2 of them are, listen, I'm trying to be a good plant mom. I just recently, started actually trying. But one of them is dying. And I think it was just like the change in environments from being here at school to going home and then coming back here just like threw it off bad. So yeah, it's dying, but I'm trying to revive it. And it, it has some leaves on there, but it's really tiny. So I have that one that's dying, and then I have 2 succulents, and then I have an orchid. Don't ask how I'm keeping that thing alive, because I will not be able to tell you. But she's doing good. I have a pink orchid, and she's growing. However, the flowers are like wilting, so I think they're gonna fall off soon. And I have this video saved in my YouTube to see like how to like nurse them back to health, because I don't know, like, once the orchid flowers fall off, I don't think they like come back. So yeah, I'm very uneducated in that, but I'm really trying, guys, and they look good. I would get them for you, but they're all the way on the other side of the room, and I'm comfy. I have my heated blanket here, and I'm doing great. Okay, favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. Listen, y'all. I'm very traditional when it comes to my Thanksgiving meal. If the mac and cheese and candied yams aren't there, it's not Thanksgiving. So I always tell my mom, make sure that you make that mac and cheese from scratch, no cutting corners. You cannot cut corners around the mac and cheese, okay? Those candied yams better be bussin', all right? And they always are. And I love greens. Collard greens are the best. It's not a Thanksgiving meal without them. We have to have collard greens. But yeah, I'm big back and I love Thanksgiving, not just because of the food, but I feel like it's just one of the more genuine holidays. I feel like a lot of other holidays are like overshadowed by like the extravagance of it all. Like Christmas, like of course when I was little, like Christmas used to be my favorite birthday. I mean, well, Christmas used to be my favorite holiday. But as I got older, it just seemed so ungenuine because like I was always stressed out about trying to find a gift. Do I have the money to buy all the people that I want gifts? Are they going to like their gift? Like, it's just so much effort. And I feel like the actual reason we're celebrating it is just overshadowed by the glitz and the glamour of it all, of buying the presents and the tree and the food and all of that. Like, I feel like Thanksgiving is just so much more genuine because it's, you know, people coming together and being thankful that they're alive and that they have those people in their lives. And I understand that not everybody's circumstances, you know, are ideal. But for me, I just feel like Thanksgiving is just a more personal and thoughtful holiday. So yeah, favorite sport. In terms of sports, I like to watch football. And y'all, I'm sick. Why are the Chiefs and the Eagles playing again? Like, don't piss me off. But yeah, I enjoy watching football. And I this might be controversial, but I am rooting for the Eagles this year. I'm usually a Chiefs fan. All right, guys, I usually am. But I really hope that the Eagles have a comeback. Like, I really want them to win this time. The Kelsey brothers always have that rivalry, and I love me some Travis. But I really want the Eagles to win. Because I love Jordan. And Jordan Love is that man. And he needs to lock in. All right? He needs to lock in. Okay. This video's already getting quite long. I'm going to try to hit... I want it to be an hour. I just want it to be a nice yap sesh. But I feel like I'm probably not going to get through all these questions in an hour. But that just means a Q&A part 2. All right. Who inspired you to do ASMR? I honestly, I can't say that anybody specifically inspired me to do ASMR. I have been watching ASMR for so long. And then the night that I made my first video, I was scrolling on TikTok and there was an ASMR video by somebody, don't ask me who, I don't remember. But there was an ASMR video that popped up and I was like, wow, I could do that. Like, I listened to ASMR for, and I've done it for so long. I could do that. I want to do that. And so that same night, I filmed, uploaded, created my account, and posted that video all in the same night. And I was like, I just felt very highly motivated. I really feel like it was like God just like put that, like he told me like, do this and do it now, because I was like, no, I'll just wait until tomorrow and do it. And it was like, no, like I need to do this today. I need to do this right now. And I feel like there was so much urgency in that. And that's why I filmed the video, because it was the type of urgency that it wasn't just me. like I felt self-motivated before. This was something else, and I was like, this was God. This was something entirely different. um that urgency, I've never felt it before, and I knew it was him telling me to do this. And I never thought that I would actually make a channel. I was always not necessarily scared, but just didn't really see the point in it. I never saw myself as being a content creator, ever. That was never something I wanted to do. Actually, I take that back. I did used to like make fake little like YouTube makeup tutorials and stuff when I was in elementary school. I loved filming those types of videos. And I guess back then, I did kind of want to do that type of thing, but I never posted it. It was just for fun, just for me to like watch and to show my family. But as I got older, like content creation, like even though that was an option, that was never something that I saw myself doing. And so honestly, like this whole channel is just, it's God that's made this channel happen. Because if it wasn't him, like if he hadn't put that fire under me, I would have never done it, ever. And I don't know how he wants me to grow this channel or how he wants me to continue it, but like if you're gonna listen to Andy, you're gonna hear God. Because it's truly him that made this happen. It wasn't me. So I guess God was the one who inspired me to do ASMR and to make this channel. Favorite ASMR artists. Alright. I'm about to pull up my YouTube account. Tiptoe ASMR. I've been watching her for a few years. I love her. I love Tiptoe. GB ASMR. I've been watching her for a few years as well. If I can think of a guy. Fast ASMR. I listen to her a lot. As of recently, Bimballs ASMR, or just like, well, Bimballs, like I really like her because I feel like she's kind of like me. Not in terms of like, well, I guess more in terms of just like our age, and she seems like she's around my age, so I like watching her, and she seems to have like she's like funny, and like she jokes in her videos, and I love that. She's so relatable, and I feel like that is something that I like watching. Like there, you can tell people who like really enjoy and like do ASMR for fun, and then you can tell the difference between those people and people who are doing it to get paid. And like she's just doing this for fun, and that's like how I feel. Like I just want to do that for fun. So yeah, I said Tiptoe, GB, Fast ASMR, Bimballs. And yeah, I'll leave it at that for those four. I always end up coming back to them. And Bimballs is a recent, because she just started her channel recently. But I love her. She's just so relatable. So shout out to her. Alright, next question. Any siblings? Yes, guys. I have 5. I have 5 siblings. I have 1 younger sister. And then I have 2 older sisters. And then I have 2 older brothers. All of them, the sister that I'm closest in age with, she's 26. My brothers are also in their mid/late 20s. My oldest sister, she's in her early 30s. And then my youngest sister, she just turned 9. So yeah, I'm not necessarily like a middle child, but I'm the youngest on my dad's side. So I'm his baby girl, but I'm the oldest on my mom's side. So I'm the big sis. But yeah, those are my siblings. Are you an outdoorsy person or a homebody? Honestly, it depends on the season. If it's cold, I'm definitely a home. Well, generally overall, I definitely am more of a homebody. But if it's warm outside, it's pretty outside, even if it's like a little chilly, like I love going to the park and going for a walk. In the summer and spring months, when it's starting to get warmer outside and the sun sets later in the day, I love going to the park and coloring and painting, hanging out with my friends, listening to music. Like, yes, I love doing that. I've been really wanting to go hiking lately, but I haven't had the chance to. But the city that I live in, has so many hiking trails that I honestly I should take advantage. But I like to think of myself as adventurous. I feel like I just need that push. Like, I need somebody to do it with me. I can't like just do it by myself. I'm not that type of person that just like does adventures by themselves. Like, I would love for another person to do it with me so it can be like a shared experience. Okay. Next question. This is kind of like several questions in one. But coffee or tea? And then what flavors of tea do you like and how do you take your coffee? Well, in general, I'm not a hot drinks person. I'm more of a cold drinks person. I drink a lot of water and juice, like orange juice or like Capri Suns, fruit punch, or any kind of like fruity juice, and water. But if I do want a hot drink, it is most likely tea. I got a bunch of different teas for Christmas, but my favorite or what flavors of tea I like, I love chamomile. Like, that's just overall, I love chamomile. I love a good green tea in terms of like a flavor of a green tea, anything fruity. I love a good fruity tea, so like peach flavors, ginger, lemon, those types of things. I like those. I like herbal teas as well. I'm not a big fan of Earl Grey or any black tea, just because the flavor is just too strong. Unless I'm drinking it with milk, then. But I typically don't drink or put milk in my tea. I I really like honey. I usually don't use sugar. I love honey. I just think it adds a nice flavor, herbal, earthy flavor to the tea. So I love honey. And then coffee. How do I take my coffee? Well, caffeine and me don't really do well. So I don't drink really any caffeinated drinks because they either make me sleepy or they just make me like anxious. So when I do drink coffee, it has to have a lot of milk in it. So I do like a good latte or a macchiato, iced or hot, doesn't matter. There's a lot of really cute coffee shops near where I live that I haven't gotten the chance to try. But today my friend, she just made me a matcha because the last time I had a matcha, which was the first time that I had matcha, it was, I don't know what a matcha is supposed to taste like, but it tasted too earthy. Like there wasn't enough milk in it, and it was like the matcha flavor was just too strong. But the matcha that she made for me today was really good, and she used oat milk, and I love oat milk. But anyways, there's that question, and then what's something you recently started but haven't finished? I can name a lot of assignments that I've started but haven't finished. But I'm sure you guys don't want to hear about that. You guys probably want to hear something more entertaining. Um, 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 um. honestly, guys, I can't really think of anything because I'm not the type of person to leave tasks unfinished. I'm very thorough when it comes to completing something. I like it to be done. I don't like to leave things unfinished. Except for when it comes to assignments, like sometimes I'll do an assignment and work on it, and if it's not due until a few days, then I'll take a break and then come back. But I'm usually the type of person to finish things. Oh, I guess there's one thing. I have a coloring book, and there's this one thing that I have not. There's this one drawing in there that I haven't finished. I'll show you guys that. Okay, so my mom got me this astrology coloring book a couple of years ago. Well, I guess it was like a couple, maybe like, yeah, I think it was about maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm putting my mic down, so I hope you guys can still hear me. Actually, I'll try to hold it, but there's a coloring page in here that I haven't finished because it's so detailed. And one thing that I don't like is that like adult coloring books tend to be so detailed and so time consuming. And it's like, no, adult coloring books should be easy, simple, like quick. Like I'm just coloring to release stress, not coloring to be stressed. But the detail in these books are insane. The artist is amazing, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And as you can see, like I barely even tried. But I do like coloring. I love painting more than I like coloring, but I think there's another one in here that I had started but didn't finish. I found it. Oh, it's the Capricorn one, but I didn't even finish this one. But I made more progress. But yeah. But yes, super, super detailed, really pretty. Like I love the way I did the tail. I'm not a pro, guys. I just like putting colors together. But yeah, really pretty, really detailed, but too time consuming. Takes a lot of brain energy. So that's something that I recently started but I haven't finished. Okay. Favorite food? Anything. Oh, my roommate just got home. I hope she doesn't slam any doors. If she does, I'll edit them out. But, okay, favorite food? Like I said, pretty much anything. I constantly crave carbs and cheese. So, like, pizza, breadsticks, anything Italian, like pasta, love that. My mom's lasagna is the best. But I love a good burger, y'all. I was talking to my friend today, and she was telling me about this burger spot that her and her boyfriend had went to the other night. And I was telling her about like how like I can inhale a burger. Like there is no burger that I won't finish. The burger has to get finished, like every time. So yeah, I just love food. I'm the opposite of a picky eater. If you put anything in front of my face and it looks visually appealing, I'll probably eat it. Yeah. Favorite childhood memory? This is a good question. I would say when I was younger, before I had moved to Tennessee, my dad would take me ice skating or roller skating all the time. Like that is something that we did. Like when I was with my dad, we went either bowling, roller skating, ice skating, and those are some of my favorite childhood memories. Like I absolutely love my dad, and I love like he would always try to be active with me. And like with my mom, I would play board games and Barbies and Polly Pocket and all that. But with my dad, like we actually like we rode bikes, we went walking, like we didn't really go to the pool because he's like me and we don't really like to get wet. But when I was younger, I liked going like to the beach and stuff. But yeah, like we were always like doing something. Even like as I got older, like he would take me like to play softball. And I don't listen, y'all. I'm not a sporty gal. I was the opposite. My dad and my uncle always wanted me to run track, but I was more artsy. Like I like to sing, and I was a band kid, and I watched TV. Like that's what I did. I wasn't an outdoorsy girl, but my dad, he made me want to do outdoorsy things with him because it was fun and we found enjoyment in that. So those are some of my favorite childhood memories is when my dad would take me bowling, ice skating, and roller skating and stuff like that. Okay. If your channel were to blow up, would you do ASMR full time or only on the side? This is a good question. One that I got asked a lot after my first video kind of blew up unexpectedly. But the answer is, this is a hobby, guys. This is definitely a hobby. My main priority right now is finishing nursing school and graduating. You know, I'm a person, I'm a human, I'm a student, but I love ASMR, and I wanted to make time. I want to make time to do it and to be successful at it and make good content. And that includes in the future, like when somebody asks me, like, would you purchase ASMR equipment? Yeah, like if I get the money to, I would totally buy ASMR equipment, like a camera, a nice camera, and a mic. Like yeah, I would love to do something like that. But it is only a hobby, and it is something that I don't see myself doing full time because my passion is nursing. Like that's what I want to do. But I do want to continue to make content for you guys, and I know in that message I told you I'd talk about my uploading schedule, and to be honest guys, I really don't have one. I know before I had left for a month, I was kind of uploading once a week, but that was also towards the end of the semester, and I had so much free time, and like class was getting like canceled, or there was no class because we were done. So I had a lot of free time to like make videos and upload videos. Now it's like the exact opposite. I'm struggling to find time to shower. So honestly, how often I'll be uploading, guys, as often as I can. Like I said before, I want to give you guys meaningful, purposeful, genuine videos. Like I don't want to half but anything. I want you guys to receive all of me and get my undivided attention. And I really want to do this for you guys because it's something that I enjoy. So how consistent I'll be in uploading, I would say maybe a video every 2 weeks or so. I want to try to get a video out every week, but I know like that is most likely not going to happen. But yeah, I love you guys. I care about you guys, and I hope that you guys understand where I'm at. Of course, once summer comes, like that'll be a whole different thing. I'll be at home. I won't be taking any classes. I'll be working, but I'll have a lot more free time. But as of right now, spring semester, I honestly don't know how often my uploading schedule will be. I want to try to do every week, maybe every 2 weeks, but it'll probably most likely be every 2 weeks a video. But it'll be a good length video. Like it won't be like a quick video. It'll be a nice 20-30 minute video. Quality, meaningful, and effortful as well. So as I have a lot, you guys sent me a lot of video ideas, like mukbangs, like I told you. Somebody said cooking. One of my friends was like, you should totally like make a cooking video because I love to cook. That's another hobby. I love to cook. So there's that, like role plays. Like I want to do those things, and those things are going to happen. You guys have to be patient. And I appreciate how patient you guys have been so far. I love you guys so much. Last couple of questions. I guess I kind of already talked about hobbies. Making ASMR. I love to cook. I love to paint. I love fashion. So like styling. I love doing that. Any other hobbies that I have? I don't know. Like there's a lot of things that I'm interested in doing, but like crocheting, and like clay making, like those are things that I'm interested in doing, but I haven't had the time to do them. So like I definitely want to get into that. And like I just like being creative. And I also I love to sing. So like I want to do more with that. And like there's hobbies and things that I've enjoyed doing, things that I'm decent at doing, but I haven't actually made time to continue and be like intentional with it. Like I feel like sometimes I struggle with intentionality. Like I'll do it when I feel like it, but I don't actually stick with it. So being consistent, and being intentional about what my hobbies are in terms of like sports. Like I was never a sport girl. I told you, like I tried out for track in middle school, but I didn't make the cut. And I was happy that I didn't make the cut, because who runs for fun? Not I. I'd rather just go to the gym. That's another thing that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go to the gym, guys. Daily routines. This is an interesting question. I don't know if the person is asking like, what is my daily routine, or what are some daily routines within my daily routine? And I will say that one daily routine that I have is skincare. Which you guys kind of saw. I made like that get ready with me video. I do my skincare, and that's really important to me, being consistent with that. And it's also just a way to de-stress after a long day. And there are days where I slack. We're gonna just ignore that. There are days that I slack and that I don't feel like doing my skincare routine full out. And I was just honest. Some days are long and I just don't feel like doing it. But it's something that I try to do every morning when I wake up, and every night. I have also been trying to get my prayer life together. So daily prayer, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just trying to spend time with God, making it effort to build that relationship is really important to me. So that's something that is a part of my routine as well. Just spending time with God, praying, reading the Bible, so I can learn like as much as I can, because I love to learn. In terms of other daily routines, I mean, like I get up, I get dressed, I go to work, I go to school, I come home, I cook. That is something that I try to do more. I'm trying to do more of this semester, is, eat out less and cook more. But that also means more groceries. So, but I do love to cook, and I love being creative in the kitchen. I just love anything that has to do with like creativity. Like cooking is an art form, and it's something that I love to do. I love cooking for my friends. That's something that I've been trying to do more as well. Bringing my friend, like whenever I come over, like bring my friends food, or cooking them a meal. Like it's starting to become one of my love languages. But yeah. Another question. Oh, I did want to mention this because I thought this was a really interesting question, and the person who mentioned it was xLilyfrostx, and they said, if you went on a planet for a science mission and there were aliens, would you communicate with them or avoid them? Me personally, I'm a very like extroverted, outgoing person. So like I'm talking to those aliens. As long as they're not trying to kill me. If they want peace, I want peace. And let's talk about our life. Like, what's the things that you've experienced? and I'll tell you what I've experienced. And that book that I was talking about, Nyxia, kind of deals exactly like with this question. Like, you know, they're going to a foreign planet, they're dealing with aliens, they're talking to them, they're communicating with them, they're trying to trust them, like that kind of thing. Like, I love that kind of stuff. So, like, yeah, I'm talking to those aliens, guys, no matter how weird they look. All right, last two questions. Favorite TikTok trend? If I'm being honest, guys, I got rid of TikTok a couple of months ago. So I'm not super up to date with like the newest TikTok trends. But I love a good anime edit. I love a good anime edit. I do watch anime, by the way. I haven't watched. I was really into anime. Like, anime was all I watched. Like, part of 2020 and then into 2021. And then after that, like, I kind of fell off just a little bit. But I still watch it here and there. It's not like all I watched. But like back in 2020 and 2021, anime was like all I watched. But I love a good anime edit. So I guess that's a TikTok trend. I don't know. And one that I definitely participated in the early years of TikTok was Renegade. I loved Renegade. I still kind of be on dance, I was on dance TikTok for a little bit, and before I deleted it, like, I had a couple like TikTok dances that would come up. But in the singing challenges, like, I love it when they're like artists make a verse to like a song that already exists, but it's like, if I was on so and so song, this is what my verse would be. I love that type of stuff. But yeah. And then, speaking of songs, favorite songs. Y'all, music is my everything. I listen to music every day, several times a day. In terms of my favorite songs, I really don't have any. I mean, you guys saw what my like most listened to songs were of 2024. But in terms of like favorite songs, I guess a song that I'm listening to a lot, or an artist that I've been listening to a lot lately, is Leon Thomas. I know him from Victorious back in the day. I've been listening to his album a lot. I like his stuff is good. His song, what is it called? Yes It Is, has been good. I've been listening to that a lot. And his other song, I'm looking it up, Vibes Don't Lie. I really like that one. In terms of like, I've been trying to listen to more like Christian music as well. There's this really good artist. My thing is like, it's when it comes to listening to like more Christian and godly focused music, it can be hard to just like dive into like gospel and like traditional Christian music. I have always enjoyed R&B and R&B type vibes, and rap music, of course, hip hop. So like, I love listening to Christian artists who have that same type of vibe. So there's this artist that I just recently discovered. His name is Sonde. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's Sondae. I've been loving his stuff lately. I just really vibe with it. And Madison Ryan Ward, I really like her music as well. So those are some Christian artists that I really like listening to, whose music I vibe with and actually enjoy listening to, and find myself gravitating towards. Like, it makes a big difference in my life for me. And I'm making a generalized statement because I feel like it is true. But like once you start listening to like more godly focused Christian music, you'll notice a big shift in your thoughts throughout the day. I feel like when you listen to more secular music that's probably more sexual, and I'm not saying like that's bad, like that song by Yes It Is by Leon Thomas is more of a sexual song, I won't lie. But like you'll notice that like your thoughts are just so much more different. They're so much more pure. Like having a gospel or Christian song like stuck in my head feels a lot better than having like a sexual song stuck in my head, because that makes me want to do sexual things, or leads me away from doing the things, or leads me into temptation, I guess I'll say. But listening to songs like that, like they make me feel good. They're glorifying the Lord. They're relatable in terms of talking about testimony, and that's important. But yeah, like for anybody who's struggling with secular music or trying to get rid of secular music, like it's a struggle. It's hard. It's everywhere. It's all around us. But like my number one top artist for 2024 was Drake. None of my top artists were Christian artists, but I really didn't start listening to like more Christian focused music or godly focused music until I'd say October. So this is a new journey for me, and you're not going to be successful right away. But the more you try and put effort into it, and find things that you enjoy listening to, the easier it'll be. It just takes time, it takes practice, and soon you'll realize that like I even now, like it's been October since I started incorporating more godly focused music into my playlists and my things like that, my daily routines. And my desire to listen to secular music has decreased significantly. It's like every now and then, like I will have a song stuck in my head by Drake, or want to listen to one of my older playlists, but sometimes I find myself not even wanting to listen to music at all. A lot of the time, especially like when I'm working or doing or at the library, I go on YouTube and I look up like lo-fi study music, and like I'll listen to that for just hours, just to have some background music like jazz, classical music, like trying to get into more things that are less focused upon like sinful things, and things that want to lead me into temptation, like smoking. Like that's something that I'll be honest with, like that's something that I struggle with, like but trying to listen to music that doesn't make me want to do that is very important to my testimony. So I guess that's part of my testimony if somebody wanted to hear about that. But anyways, that was the last question. I'm gonna see maybe if there's another question that I thought was interesting that I want to add. No, I think the rest of the questions I'll save for a different video. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was long. I hope you guys were able to kind of like relax and just chat and just, I don't know, enjoy yourselves. In terms of when this video will be uploaded, I know I said it would be uploaded this weekend, but it probably won't be uploaded until Monday. So I will send out a blast about that. Please just be patient with me, guys. I've had so much work to do. I had 5 assignments due on Friday, let alone to like Saturday and Sunday, and today's Sunday. So the video will probably go out tomorrow, Monday. Because it's already late. It's like 10 o'clock. But please just stick with me as I'm trying to get into this new routine. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If anybody's questions that weren't answered in this video, they will be answered in a later video, I promise. And honestly, I got through a lot of questions, like, so I hope that this video was good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other questions that you want me to answer in a future Q&A, please comment them down below. I will definitely look at them, definitely add them to my list. And yeah, I want you guys to know that you are loved, you are cared about. Find comfort in things that maybe most people don't find comfort in. You know, it's always the little things. Like for me, I always find comfort in just acknowledging where I am, the space that I'm in. Like I'm here right now, breathing, sitting on my bed, filming a YouTube video for you guys, and I find comfort in that. Like that makes me feel human. It makes me feel grounded to the earth, you know. So find things that make you feel grounded, that make you feel human, because we're all human and we all experience crazy things in life. So yeah, tell me about something that made you feel human today. I guess if you made it to the end of this video, tell me about something that made you feel human. I guess a moment that I had today was I had to go grocery shopping, and it was nice. It only took an hour, and I was with my friend. We went grocery shopping together, so that made it more fun. But like, I'm a human, and I had to go grocery shopping, so there's that. Not something that everybody enjoys or something everybody can do, but it's something that I found comfort in, something that made me feel human. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Again, I apologize for this video coming out so late. But it is my goal to be more consistent and to find more motivation to film these videos, because it is something that I do want to do. And I apologize for the lengthy delay and lack of interaction. So, but yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.